How many more times is he gonna get away with doing this? How do you hit somebody in the mouth and not get called for a flagrant foul, and the other player gets blamed for it? Granted, Jaren Jackson Jr. was holding on to LeBron's arm, but you don't get to retaliate and or backhand somebody in the face like that. But how many times is he gonna do this and get away with it though? Because if you remember, back in 2021, he did it to Stu. He did it to Isaiah Stewart. Then after that, in the playoffs, he did it to Aaron Gordon. Last year in the playoffs, he did that push off right in his face, right up under his chin with that same forearm backhand. This year, he did it to Grant Williams when they played Dallas, that forearm backhand in the mouth. Then last night, he did it again, backhand somebody in the mouth. And he is yet to get called for a flagrant foul for doing it. But other players get flagrant fouls for like hip checks and like quote unquote excessive force. It's just like another example of how this dude just gets favoritism from the league, from the refs, from the execs, from the commissioner, even the analysts. Like if you listen to Doc Rivers and the other analysts on that game last night, they were making it seem like, oh, he shouldn't have been grabbing him anyway. Like, hey, you can't be grabbing a man like that. He held his arm. No, I mean, you get to backhand somebody in the mouth like that. Like, listening to Doc Rivers, like, oh, you can't backhand somebody in the mouth like that. I mean, you just can't grab LeBron. You can't grab him. And if you go into the comments section, you'll see these delusional fanboys that say, man, you can't grab onto him like that. I mean, he was holding his arm. What you expect him to do? You can't hit somebody in the mouth. But yet another example of how this dude gets so much rope from fans, media, or the commissioner. Like nothing's gonna happen to him for that. How do you give a tech to the coach for running onto the court when he's seen his player blatantly get backhanded in the mouth? Then you go and review the play, nothing happens. It's a play on. Like, what? And Taylor Jenkins is well within his rights of hopping on the court, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, how you not gonna call that? You sitting there looking dead at him. It's just more of an example. It's just like why some people just getting tired of watching the NBA. And it's like another example of how this dude is just getting away with dirty plays, traveling, offensive fouls, and they never call anything. But what you expect?